Excuse me.
Oh, wait. Hey, do you need a hand with that?
No, I got it. I'm all good.
Are you sure?
No,
it's gonna fall.
I got
You dumb bitch. Hi, it's me, Lucy-Furr. No, could you imagine? Hi, it's me, Lucy-Furr. My name is Lucy-Furr because I don't shave my legs. And with me is someone who also doesn't shave his legs. It's Nery. Hi, Nery.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't shave my legs.
Well, yeah, now we know.
I tried it
Just
once.
Two hairy boys.
I tried it once. It wasn't for me.
Prickly, itchy, rude. Horrible. Fire. Bumpy.
Gross.
And you don't realize how pale your legs are until you do shave your legs. It's humbling as fuck.
I've never actually tried it.
Oh, no. Well, don't do it. I'd advise against it.
That's fair. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, glad I didn't shave my legs for this.
I shaved my legs for this. Could you imagine?
The one time.
Wild. So, we're here again.
We are.
We just can't
Almost
escape
like we
it.
do this every week.
It's almost like we do this every week. And people keep listening. So, I mean, I guess we're reaching somebody. We have listeners like all over the place. That's
Gross.
crazy. Why?
Do something better with
Who,
you, though.
what, when, where, why? Cool. I don't even have any more small talk for you. Oh, that's an interesting thing. So we were having a discussion just a bit earlier with the producer about the stupidities of the education system in school and who does and doesn't get access to information.
Yeah.
You're like, what are we talking about?
Well, no,
so it's sex ed.
Yes, okay.
We're just going straight there. Sex ed in school. So up until I am now 30 years of age.
Damn.
I'm so old as fuck,
You're
boy.
baby. You're a baby.
But so up until 2 years ago, it sounds really stupid to say, but this is the place to say it, I guess. I thought that the pad went on the dame.
Oh, damn.
Like on the person. And it wasn't until like 2 or 3 years ago, I asked my friend, I'm like, doesn't it hurt? Doesn't it like rip off your hair or something? And she's like, my sweet summer child. No. And then I learned that the pad goes on the panties.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that either until I started living with a lady. Jesus, she's coming in quick.
She's coming in quick.
I figured I should just turn the mic on just in case.
Yeah, you'll be here. You're our expert on the matter.
I'm the resident vagina owner.
Yeah, you're the other one with a vagine in this vicinity.
I mean...
The womb haver.
I'm yet to be confirmed. I don't know what I have. I failed sex education. That's what this whole chat's about. So, no, because I don't know how it happened when the dinosaurs were roaming when you were in sex ed, or if you even were educated about it. But
I don't think I was.
What?
They would separate the banana and the condom thing.
Yeah,
they would separate.
Yeah, they'd separate the boys and the girls, and the girls would go and pick flowers, and the boys would be shown a penis banana.
Yeah.
And that's
would pick flowers. Is that what you thought?
No, that's what the teacher said. The teacher said the girls are going to go out to the field and pick flowers, and the boys are going to stay here and have a chat.
Maybe they're chatting about their flowers.
Maybe they're chatting.
To be fair, there are people that refer to the vagine as a delicate flower deflowering.
That's what I just...
Yeah. Gee whiz.
Well, we're always told, all right, girls go into the hall, boys into the classroom. That's it. Yeah. My school had no imagination.
And then they made us put the condom on the banana penis. And although my sex ed teacher, she was super odd. She's like, I'm a professional because I breed poodles. That's not the same as people sex.
No.
Is she putting condoms on the poodles?
I hope not. No, she's breeding the poodles.
Yeah, no, but like maybe if she doesn't want that particular one to breed.
She's like, you just need to like put it on and like straddle. I don't know. It sounded like a lot of admin.
What the fuck?
When we saw it, I was like, and I said out loud in class, I said, so this is what Gwen Stefani's been talking about.
P-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Everyone was like, what? I was like,
wow.
You're all dumb. But yeah, so...
A school of dumb bitches.
Fuck.
And like, the explosion of a tampon hitting moisture, that's wild. Like, men don't even understand. Like it just...
Well, I didn't know...
Opened so big.
I didn't know it did that until like maybe 5 years ago.
That's hectic.
Yeah, because I remember, I think it's Libra actually. They had an ad Oh no, that was Pat. No, it was the one with the cat was like fucking around with the tampons, and the lady's like, "What the fuck's happening?"
I never saw that ad.
So there's two versions.
I saw the
One
Beavers
guy-
ad. Beavers are good.
There's one guy. He has like the pad strapped to him, and he's in front of the
Beaver.
mirror.
Oh, and it's like choo.
Yeah, he's like choo choo choo.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the-
no, I did see that ad.
So there's that one, and then there's the other one. I guess it's the same family or whatever. And the cat is like her box of tampons must have fallen, and the cat's like just fucking with the whole thing.
Well, yeah, because it looks like a
That'd
little
be
mouse.
so much fun for cats to play with.
Yeah.
But that was the first day I realized it has like a string attached and
Yeah.
everything. I was like, what the fuck is
And
that?
they
did
have
you
like a
think they
little
pulled it out?
gun they can like the little disposer. Like
Yeah, little applicators. I don't.
that's a kind word.
Full
for it.
disclosure.
It looks like a torture tool.
Full disclosure, I don't use those ones because they freak me out.
Yeah.
I don't want to. No, I'm not dealing with that.
Jangles.
I am a pads girly.
Pads girl.
I will wear a mattress
well, isn't
between
it
my
better
legs
for
before I
health
put.
as well.
Yes and no.
Better for
So
health.
the reason I don't, one of the big reasons I don't do tampons is because I'm terrified of toxic shock.
Fair. That's wild.
Because
I
I'm a
remember-
forgetful bitch. I forget what I literally, we were ordering a menu log. Nery was ordering his food and I was panicking because I thought I'd drop my phone. I'm going to forget that tampon. I'm going to wear it for too long and I'm going to die of toxic shock.
You know what freaks me out though?
I'd be like, I put a tampon in one day when I was 13. I forgot. And I'm just remembering now that I never took it out.
No, you would have been dead.
I'll be right back.
Dead.
That's fuck.
The one that freaks me out, I think I could be wrong. I think it's called a Dixie cup.
Yep,
that's
Dixie
like
cups.
the moon cups.
Yeah, they're
I
also
guess,
called Dixie cups. Yeah, they're cups that go up in.
So actually,
catch?
I do have a
You got a Dixie cup.
funny story about moon cups.
Okay.
And I mean, look, it's fun. I'm not going to name names, but it's just a little quick one on the topic of all of it. I had a friend over one time and we had a lot of wine to drink. And she's like, I'm going to go and have a shower or something. And she like squatted and laughed so hard that she said she shot it out
Oh my God.
in my shower.
Oh,
And
Mortified.
she's like, it just poop.
Well, at least it didn't
I'm like-
wasn't like in public.
But that means that they can, Nery.
That's
yeah, I guess,
mortifying.
yeah.
Projectiles. It's like paintball.
It's like a weapon.
Oh God.
Paintball.
That's crazy.
That's mortifying. I couldn't even.
So I don't know. Look, I guess it's because I don't have one, and I'm trying to like navigate this whole conversation so like appropriately
I'm
because
trying
it's
to
not
as
my
well.
place. But like the
Look,
logistics.
if you're going to be
of-
ignorant about it, be ignorant here because I can. If I
right.
know, I can help.
And
a
that's the thing,
learning
it's
thing.
all about learning and education as well. I think it's important for men to talk about it as much as
Oh,
women. What's the logistics of a moon cup? Like, obviously, because I've held one and it's fairly big.
okay,
I think I think they
You
fold them.
mush it,
and-
shove it in, and mush it. But
it would
doesn't it leak
expand.
out the sides, or
I
is
think
it
it's
like a
supposed to, like-
suction cup?
Again, it would go up and then expand internally to then catch, and then generally they have a little tabby that you can.
Oh, okay. Because that's what was my thing.
And
Like,
dump.
you have to like reach in and get
well,
it out.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
people do. Like it's the same with
Tampons.
female condoms. What do they call them? Diaphragms. They get folded,
Isn't the
shoved up,
diaphragm
and they
where you
cover.
Breathe
Yes,
from the
but they also
diaphragm?
a diaphragm is also a female contraceptive.
That's how far up
It's
it
a little
goes
disc and
into
it
your
goes-
diaphragm.
No, it doesn't go into the diaphragm. It's called a diaphragm because it is shaped similarly to the diaphragm. It's like a little dome.
Oh, sure.
So what's the little anchor that you can get in to not have babies?
Marina, I believe
That's
it's
the
called.
thing.
They
Do you know
insert
they
that
put
up.
the
It
boat
just
in,
floats
isn't it?
around.
They can travel.
Yeah,
Wait,
they
what
just
is it?
float around in there. It looks like a little kind of anchory thing, and
Yeah.
you have to go to the doctor to get it put in, and they put
That's
it all
not
up
the shit
there.
they insert into your arm. or
No,
something.
it's not the arm bar.
That's the implanon.
Oh,
That can travel too.
That shit can be havoc. But yeah, the little marina just kind of floats around, and the idea of it is that if a zygote tries to attach to a fertilized egg
I was going to say. what?
tries to attach to the outer wall of your uterus, it knocks
eats
it
it.
off.
Can you,
It's
can
like,
you use that in
fuck
this?
It just says, "Bugger off, bitch."
I need to employ those to get rid of my enemies.
attack.
Attack.
And I'm pretty sure you have to get them surgically taken out as well. Like not
Wait, so
surgically,
are they
but
like
taken out. Taken out.
alive? How do they know?
It's not alive. It just
What is
floats
it?
around. It just floats
But
around
how
in your
does
uterus.
it
Is it like
know
a fo-
not to attack other things?
Is it a foreign object
What
in
other
your
things? It's inside a uterus.
But then, like,
You know what's in the uterus? Mucus, blood, mucus, babies.
I'm so glad that
What if
I'm
it
a
attacks-
homosexual.
I don't know.
I think
How does it know to knock it off the wall?
it's just floating around in there, so it's not 100%.
So it's just like swiping against your insides the whole fucking time?
Trying to swipe
That's
right on you.
stupid.
Trying to
to my understanding, that is what it is.
on the egg.
Based
So
off my
what keeps
shitty
it
public school.
there? What stops it from being like,
education.
I'm going to find the brain?
Yeah, like shoot
I
up
mean,
somewhere else.
I
Everything's
don't
connected.
know how connected things are in that way. I don't know. I
Well,
can't answer that.
Does that mean you could just clean out the mucus and use it as a pocket? Fuck a handbag. Like, of what?
I mean, people
When
do
we-
store things in their anuses, in their vaginas.
I mean, that's true.
If we put stuff in our bodies, what's the point of a backpack, you know? Like, at
I don't really want
point
to
do we
reach in
just,
my ass to get
what
something
point
out.
do we just ascend?
I don't know, man.
I'm going to start carrying my wallet in my asshole.
Excuse me a second.
Just 1 second.
Like women hiding money in their hoo-hoos.
Or like back in the
Call it a
day when
secret
they were
pocket or whatever the
like
fuck.
fleeing through like customs and stuff, they'd like shove
Shelf
their
it.
prize shelf it.
That's what they call it.
I know that's what
Well, at least in the drug world.
shelf it. Just shelf it up your
Oh,
cavity.
this is going to be a really divergent episode. I have a shelf story. It's not a shelf story, but it's a shelf story. It's a garage sale that me and my brother's friend was running, and we went over to help him. And they were selling all sorts of shit. Obviously, it's a garage sale. And we were just messing around. Like, we'd done stupid shit. Like, we'd made like a baby Godzilla thing, hump a Spartan thing, and all sorts of stupid stuff, right? We were dumb. We found a closed, never used DIY shelf kit. And it was literally called Shelf Yourself. And we laughed about it for the rest of the day. That was the day I learned what shelving was.
Yeah, fair.
Interesting. So the human body is so weird when it comes to that. Like, the cavity that we have inside us is just strange. Now, here's a crazy fucking fact for you before we even get to your facts. Did you know that the human anus can stretch up to 7 inches wide?
Fuck me.
Jesus.
That means that a whole raccoon
Oh my god, ass raccoons.
could fit into your anus.
I mean, it makes sense. A woman can push out a baby, so
Well, that's the thing.
we have
they,
two stretchy parts.
They can fit into something up to 3 to 4 inches
Fuck.
wide. That means you could probably fit 2 raccoons in your butthole.
That's
I don't know
fucked.
if I want to.
The
though.
human body is so fucked up.
But then
Every
where would it
time-
go?
Through the
Oh my god.
just rip out.
Just
This
into
is
your stomach and then, like,
probably
chest
too
burst.
far. But this one time, I saw this. I got sent this video
Let me wink.
of this woman in like a kiddie pool, and she's like, "Yeah," it was like a porn video.
Yeah.
and she's
Obviously.
like, "Oh yeah, look," and she had a bucket. She pours a bucket on her, and an octopus flops onto her chest, and then she pushes it down, and she's like, and it goes for it. It climbs on in.
Oh my god.
And she's like trying to grab its like last 2 tentacles,
Yeah, well-
and it just slips out from her hands and it's inside her.
you dumb bitch.
That's
It's like,
fucked.
okay, well, it's gonna wear you like a mech suit now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're it now.
You're
That is
its
how-
mech suit.
That's how the octopuses take over the world.
The human body is
Um,
wild. And it makes you wonder if you've ever walked past someone in the street with an octopus stuck in their body.
An octopussy.
An octopussoir.
But back onto that pussy subject, some of the education gap.
Yes.
Some of those fucked up things that some men have believed, and this is coming from articles and things that I've read, there have been old white males who believed that that like women shouldn't, be able to use tampons at work
Yeah.
because that's a sex toy.
Oh, men are
And that's
stupid.
disgusting.
Is it not?
Brr.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Nery's like, oh, this whole time.
Men that believed that they could just choose not to have their period. Like, how inconvenient
shit is
that you would
wild.
have your period right
Yeah.
now.
Right.
When I heard
Write
that,
it into the
I was
weekly
like,
plan.
What the fuck?
Men are stupid though. But also, how far back does it go? Because I didn't learn anything about periods or anything like that. Like I said, I thought the pad went on the
Yeah, but
person.
I'm sure you never thought it could be turned off and on.
No, that's the body.
Why
does
would
what
we
the
ever
body
choose?
does.
Yeah. Like, why would you ever choose to bleed out of anywhere?
That's true.
It is
That's-
horrifying.
I don't know how I'd handle it. Prompts to women though.
Mm.
Men are stupid and don't deserve anything they have.
Well, my mother actually had a story of how she found out about her period when she was young.
She was.
Because my grandmother was a lovely woman, but
She's very old school.
very old school, very proper, did not tell them about these things. And my mother was in school playing soccer with boys, and the soccer ball hit her in the stomach, and she looked down and she was bleeding.
Wow, that's
So,
a way.
Panic.
Oh my god, wound like to death.
Yeah. Goes to the nurse's office, and the nurse had to explain to her what was happening to her because her mother wouldn't.
How old was she at the time?
I don't remember.
I mean, she would have been.
It was a while ago that I heard this story, obviously.
Yeah.
So
That's horrific.
But yeah, that's one fucked way. That's why my mum was always very open with me about a lot of stuff. I knew from a very young age, probably, I wouldn't say too young, but I knew from a very young age a lot of stuff about what was going to happen to my body and all that sort of stuff because my mum was open about that.
Good.
Because she did not want me to have a similar moment.
I think that happens when you have a parent that comes from parents that don't say that thing and they have to realize it for themselves or in a different way. They want to be open.
Oh yeah. And it's very I personally think it's very important and it should be something that both girls and boys and thems and theys and everything in between learn. Because it is the human experience, it is the human body, and it's not disgusting. Like
something that has always bothered me is the ick of it is that people are like, you can't talk about sex or like condoms. Like working where I work with young people and they bring up sex or like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this girl. It's like, okay, cool. It instigates the conversation that we have to have and be like, hey, so do you know about safe sex? Do you know about the age of consent? Do you know all this important stuff? We supply condoms to, like, that's the thing.
It's
Wouldn't you rather them be safe than having fucking babies at 15?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like,
or transferring STDs.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, STIs, whatever you call them now.
So many things. And that's the thing. People don't know about STDs, STIs because
they don't talk about it. It's so fucking taboo. And just even talking about periods is taboo. Like, it's not gross. So many little girls and little womb havers out there.
Little womb havers.
I'm going to try and be more PC about it because I'm still learning all of the inclusive language. I'm part of the LGBTQ.
LGBTQ?
Hibbity-jibbities.
The Los Hibbity-Jibbities. But it's important to talk about it because growing up, you become an adult who is disgusted in your body once a month, who's disgusted in themselves most of the time because nobody talks about it and everybody thinks it's ill, gross. Don't talk about that. Oh, I don't want to, like, you ask someone to grab you a pad.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch that. It's a fucking pad.
It's not going to bite.
There's no blood on it yet. I'm not going to ask you to take my pad off my undies for me.
Exactly. But, like, I think that it's been... I think it's important and I think it's been a long time coming that, I don't know, people just need to talk about it more or be more like, and the human body in general.
Yeah. Everyone does, like every human body does things.
We all ooze.
Yeah.
We all have fluids. We're all just soup in meat sacks, okay?
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Humans are disgusting. Live with it.
Like, I was dating this girl once and we had started like having intercourse and stuff, and we went to the supermarket.
Sorry, just the way you said it.
Every time I say intercourse, you laugh.
Were fucking
intercourse.
We were getting into it deep and dirty. Like, you like that better?
No, I don't.
Anyway,
keep the dirty talk to the bedroom, please, darling.
Yeah, and we went out to the supermarket and I bought condoms and I just grabbed it and she was like, "You gotta hide those." And I was like, "Why?
Wait, was it me?
No." This was.
I'm pretty sure I did a similar thing.
I wasn't going to put you on blast like that.
But it's very.
And you do the same thing when I get you pads too.
Because I'm taught. I've been taught from a young age. There's a stigma.
But I've never been like that.
I remember
my siblings were like very like, oh, you don't just flash that. I'm like, why the fuck not? Like
It's like what? It's a confirmation that we're fucking. Next minute, we're going to invite you to our baby shower and our gender reveal to confirm the fact of
what
fucking.
genitals my baby
has. So condoms, like how far up the fucking ladder of shame do we need to go? I remember buying condoms. Fucking one of the first times I bought the packet of condoms, I had a block of chocolate and something else in my other hand. I'm walking to the checkout, bumped into one of my high school teachers, and she's like, "Oh, a productive evening ahead." I'm like, why would you make it weird?
Yeah,
I don't know why they make
just
it
don't
weird.
comment on it.
Shut the fuck up. Be like, "Oh, I love that brand of chocolate."
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's like running. It'd be like if you ran into her and she was pregnant. You're like, oh, how was the sex that night, or some shit? You know what I mean? Oh, what position did you do? Shut the fuck up.
Right?
Nobody needs to talk about this.
Right.
Sorry.
But also everyone needs to talk about
Talk
it.
Talk about this, but don't be a dick.
Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
Talk about it in an educational, positive way.
Don't shame
exactly.
Are you
people
gonna
for it.
fucking doggy position?
Did he spank your ass?
I think from now on, if people make inappropriate comments about things like that, like if I were to be carrying pads or whatever, and someone were to make a comment, I would just make it awkward for them.
Right? Be like,
We
would
need
you
to do
rather
this.
me take my pants off, slap my fanny on the floor like a slug and drag it?
Oh, God.
What do you want from me?
Oh, no. This is for my cousin. I'm a free bleeder. Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, speaking about pads and condoms and shit,
Oh, that's what they're for.
one of the fucking worst things ever is how much you got to pay for any of it.
oh, pink tax.
It's gross.
Pink tax sucks
I
dicks.
remember when I started,
and not in the fun way.
when I started like buying pads for you and stuff, I couldn't believe how much it was.
Yeah.
Like this, they
Men
gotta do
don't
this-
have that expense.
No, they got to do this every month. Like if you got to, I reckon if they shouldn't have to pay for it for
From
one.
the age of like
Fact.
13,
Yeah.
14.
You
That's
shouldn't have to pay
fucked.
for it for one. But if you do, make it as minimal as possible.
Right?
Like a couple dollars, maybe.
if.
On that topic, think of all the poor, like the homeless women, the people that don't have jobs.
Yeah.
People that don't have access to basic needs. Like my old work, we once did this thing where we donated I think it was a Christmas thing or something. We donated things to the homeless.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought of and the first thing I did, and you helped me, I made a few little packs, like personal health packs, personal hygiene packs for women. And it had some pads, it had some just like some soaps and things like just little
Just
things
little things.
to give these women dignity.
I think the pink tax needs to go.
Yeah, for sure.
It's fucked.
And that's coming from two penis havers.
Yeah.
I think that needs to go.
Where
That's
I work,
absolutely baloney.
where I work now, there's a Woolworths across the way, and they do have like at checkout, they do have a box, like you know those old recycling boxes.
Yeah.
They got one where it's like if you have any like period related like products or anything that helps in that like kind of health way,
Yeah.
you can donate it here. So that's good. At least there's
That's
stuff happening.
something.
Yeah, I've
but-
never seen
Yeah,
it
and like
before.
bra donations and things like
Yeah.
that. Things are getting better. It's not perfect.
But yeah, that pink tax needs to.
it's
fight it.
it's
Twisted.
not good.
Wild.
It just strips dignity from like literally half of the population of the world.
Like I know we just had a bit of a chuckle about certain things, but
We're getting real.
that's some
Yeah.
serious shit. Like that's.
But it needs to get real.
It does.
And especially in spaces like this where we have voices.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And look, this is
gotta be
a
talked about.
light and funny podcast, I like to think. But it is important to shine light on shitty things like that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to take the opportunity to, I don't know, talk about it
Mm.
and by talking
And
about it, maybe we'll
educate
help
ourselves and our
someone
listeners.
else. You know,
Yeah.
some other young womb haver that's feeling it, or someone who can afford to donate and didn't know that you could just donate.
Check out your
Sanitary
local
things.
Woolworths. But yeah, no, I hope that we didn't say anything offensive or upset anybody. We just thought it was an interesting thing to
We were just
be
talking about it
discussing.
before we.
And if you're
press
offended by
record.
just periods,
Maybe you're the problem.
you're the problem.
Yeah, maybe
On the
a
rocket ship to
condom
the
would
sun,
have
which we
been-
haven't mentioned in a while.
Yeah, maybe a condom would have benefited your life a lot sooner.
Or your parents' life. Yeah.
maybe
Wipe
you're-
it on the curtains,
What?
on the sheets with you.
That
Maybe
classic, your
you're-
mother should have swallowed you.
I was just about to say that. I was like, maybe you're. Should I say it? No, back up.
Cool.
I'll say it. Fuck it. I don't care.
What a crazy
Anyway, I'll turn my microphone off so you
intro.
guys can actually get into the
Thank you.
nitty gritty.
I think we should.
That was a big deviation, but also I've only got a short story
All right.
for this episode, so it's great. Hi, it's just me, Lucy-Furr. The producer and Nery have left the room. And I'm all by myself. Send help. So, my story for today is kind of human body related, but also it's an experience relation. And I'll keep it like a bit shorter than normal because we've just had a big important chat. One time back in the day, I was at the food court in our local Stockholms. And I got a hot dog from Wendy's. Remember Wendy's? Oh, so good.
What a time. So, in case you have American listeners, our Wendy's is very different to your Wendy's.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that agro ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, ice cream is the shit.
But anyway, Google it.
Google it, yeah. So our Wendy's is different. So they used to have a deal, a shaken dog. And you could get a hot dog and a milkshake. The pairing is kind of off, but like it was cheap. So you got that.
They always had weird stuff like that though.
And my friend had met me there, so she'd already secured a seat. So I went and sat down in the food court, and I'm like, oh. And I'm about halfway through the hot dog, and a chunk of the Frankfurt or whatever slid down my throat.
Oh boy!
And it just sat here.
Oh,
have you ever choked?
That
on
is the
food?
worst. Yeah,
and it's like, oh. And like you're trying to do the
ends.
thing and it's not budging. And I'm like literally trying not to panic. And I'm looking around. I'm like, I'm going to die on the floor in Stocklands with a Wendy's hot dog in my throat. And I'm like, and I like look at my friend and I'm like, I point at the hot dog and I point at my throat. And I'm just like, I'm trying to like massage it up.
Okay.
Because I'm like, it can't go down any further. Yeah. It has to come back out. And I'm like panicking. And I reach for her can of Coke that's on the table and I take a big gulp. And she's like, no. And I like gulp it down.
She didn't realize what was going on?
It was like stuck in my throat. So all the fluid was stuck in my mouth and my throat.
Oh my God.
And then I like push it up and it all just like falls out of my face into like the bag.
Oh,
it was really gross.
Yeah.
But I'm like, ugh. And I have tears. I have snot. I have everything leaking out of my face. And I'm like, oh, that was so gross. And then I'm looking at all the stuff that just came out of me. Like I didn't throw up.
But
it was
just
the stuff that was in my mouth and throat. I am like, there's cigarette butts. What the fuck? And she's like, that wasn't my Coke. That was here when I sat down.
Oh, no. That's why she was telling you not to do that.
And she tried to grab it from me, but the panic of like almost dying, I'm like,
and you didn't taste any of it? Yeah, of course.
I was too busy trying not to die.
Yeah. That's fair.
And so I'm like, and I look at the Coke in my hand. I'm like, and I literally swept it all into the plastic bag, put it in the bin, and I cried in the toilets for 15 minutes about it.
Blame you.
But have you ever?
I never thought cigarettes would save your life.
No, neither.
Sorry.
And to be honest, I think it was the putridness of the ashen cigarette that like triggered the retching. That made it happen. So yeah, because I don't have a gag reflex. So technically, yeah, cigarettes saved my life.
I can put that on the packet.
Put that on your packet and smoke it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's wild.
What was your question?
Have you ever choked? Like to be like, this is it. Have you ever had that moment? Because I have a few times because I ate like a fucking pig.
Yeah, I have. I've never needed like a Heimlich or anything, but I've had like times where I'm like, oh, like I need to drink something now or I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And
see, I worry about drinking to wash it down because I'm like, and then there's fluid to contend with. What if the flap doesn't work because I've just choked and it goes straight to my lungs and I drown?
See, for me, it's like, it happens a lot with dry bread and like dry chicken.
Yeah.
It gets stuck. And like I start like hicking up, but like I can't breathe. That's why I'm so.
That's choking. I've done it. Welcome to choking.
Yeah, I've done it enough times where I know, like, especially with bread, because it's that kind of thing. If I have something to drink, it'll go down. So, chicken doesn't do it all every time.
Chicken is hard.
I have to like force it.
Yeah.
I've never thought to drink cigarette buds though.
Satay chicken the other night, and I'm like, yeah, my second fork bit was a piece of broccoli and it slid stem first down my throat and I'm like mid conversation with someone I'm like and I like kind of got it back enough that I could crush it with my throat a bit. And luckily enough, it had been soaking, so it was a bit like soggier.
Yeah.
But it was in hot satay, so like all the back of my throat and sinuses was just Spice Town.
Yep.
I'm like, at least I'm not dead.
Yeah, I guess. I hate when you have something like hot, like a potato, for example. When it breaks off like the skin and you got like just a hot potato, and you just feel it very slowly slide down your throat and it just burns.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that feeling.
What about you, producer?
I was gonna not talk again because, I talked a lot. Suck my dick.
Be nice. We're all pretty here. I'm prettier than the rest, but
I didn't nearly die, but I felt like I was dying. Remember that time that we were having ramen at Moon Sushi?
Which time?
And I think we had our friend Dick with us, I think. And I was like, I think I was eating the noodles and like I had a bit of the soup. And something happened. I don't know what exactly happened within me that had this happen, but these noodles were spicy. Like we used to have to drink milk as we ate. Really fucking spicy noodles.
It's some of the best.
The broth.
The
Broth was so good. I miss it. But the broth went directly to the back of my throat.
Oh no.
And into my sinus.
God forbid.
And so I'm sitting there in the middle of like, this is just a bit past COVID. People are still looking at you funny for coughing in public or giving a bit of a sniffle.
Right.
I am fucking choking, coughing, tears, snot, everything.
That's
I had to
terrible.
remove myself from
I don't remember
the
this
venue.
at all.
I thought I was going to die. And it was just so
like,
burny.
I thought you were being dramatic.
No, I don't know why you don't remember this. I thought I was going to
It's
die.
the worst feeling.
Spicy choking is the worst
Oh.
because it lingers.
And you feel, like you said, you feel it like through every like nose, mouth, throat.
Yeah. All of it. It was, not a pleasant experience. And in such a public place. I'm like, again,
Like,
we shouldn't be shamed for those kinds of things.
No.
Everyone chokes at some point. Like, I remember being out for lunch with a different friend and she swallowed a chunk of meat too large and she started to choke and she literally like looked at me and like banged on the table and I looked up. I looked her dead in the face and I like kind of gripped my teeth. I'm like, if you cause a scene... and it was fine. She was fine. She didn't die. But also, I'm just like, wow, why was that my go-to reaction?
Yeah.
I'm like, don't embarrass me. Don't cause a scene.
Were you younger
You
back
choke
then?
and be quiet. No, this was like 5 years ago.
A week ago.
Last week. It was actually with you guys. Yeah, no, I don't.
Do you think you'd react the same now?
Probably.
Okay.
Look,
That's
I
good
don't
to know.
like attention being thrown in my
That's
way
fair.
in public anyway, which is odd given
You're a drag queen.
what I do for work. Yeah, I'm not as wanting attention as people may assume.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my like little story for today. All right, so I think we shall move on to the word of the week. So Nery, your word of the week is 8.
Like food?
A-T-E, 8.
Like eating food.
Like eating food. So if I said she ate, what does that mean?
You just watched her eat a meal.
You just watched her eat a meal.
Obviously it doesn't mean that. Can you use it in a you already used it in a sentence. I
She ate.
That's it? 2 words? She ate.
She ate.
Is it kind of like she looks real good? Like she ate that dress up.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh.
good. So kind of like she ate that lip sync up. She smashed it. She killed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or like me being a larger drag queen, I ate everything at the buffet.
Is it kind of like, I mean, this could be a word for another time, but is it like using giving in it? Like she's giving. Blah,
Yeah, it's very that.
Yeah.
It's very, she's giving, so giving is she's currently doing it.
Okay.
8 is after.
Okay.
Like, oh my God, did you see her last night? She ate.
Okay.
2 words in 1 week?
Yeah, giving and 8. Good job.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I think I get it.
Yeah.
So,
So she ate it up.
okay.
Yeah.
But like past tense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't
Or
say
she's eating.
Oh, you can say she's eating.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because drag queens don't eat. That's gross. They only ate. They don't eat.
Yeah, okay. So not eating but ate.
Yeah.
So if you were doing a lip sync and I say to someone, Lucy's eating right now, they'd be like,
No, she's not. She's performing. But also probably eating. I do both just as much as each other. But no, so if I finished and it was a bit later and you're like, oh my God, did you see Lucy do that performance? She ate.
okay, so you can't do it straight after.
No.
You got to wait.
Or like even I just finished, I'm like, oh, thank you. That was my performance. And you're like, oh my God, she ate.
Okay.
That's how it would be used.
Okay, I think I get it.
Yeah, word of the week. Ate. Ding, ding, ding.
And in brackets, giving.
Giving. Yeah, very that. That's my word of the week.
I like it. Thank you. I'm learning.
You're learning.
I should I should get a notebook and have these in there.
I've got them all in a notebook.
Okay,
It's
cool.
fine. It's all documented. So
Mhm.
we have another write-in. Woo!
We got our we got an email today too, and
We
then
did get
I got
an email
excited
today.
about it, and I was like, "Yeah, it was spam."
It was
I was
spam.
gutted.
I mean, at least we're famous enough to be getting bots and
True.
spam.
That's true.
That's something.
That's something.
Yay! All right, so here's our write-in.
Mhm.
We shall call them the screw up.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Yeah. It's only a little short one, but also it's like, oh my gosh. Here's one I just did. The wheels on my vacuum cleaner were jammed, so I tried to remove them, but they weren't coming out. So I started to take off all the screws, 14 of them.
Oh my god.
When the head still wasn't coming off or giving me access, so I had a feeling. I went to my nail kit and took out the cuticle pusher and popped out the wheels. I died on the inside before putting all 14 screws back in because the wheels could just pop off.
Okay, that is kind of silly. You probably could have used YouTube or something, but I kind of get it too. Like, so
I would have put the whole fucking chair in the bin. I'd be like, you know what?
I just buy you.
I'll just get a new one.
Like, so I work in a job where you disassemble things.
Yes.
And sometimes you disassemble things you don't have to disassemble. It happens.
You just do it for fun.
like
Friends
YouTube-
are the things we disassemble on the way.
Exactly. So like you could have used YouTube or just Googled it if you weren't sure. But I understand seeing screws and being like, well, that has to loosen up. So I kind of get it.
I get it. I would have done the same thing, but also I would have been like, oh, those wheels don't work, and I
Yeah.
would have put it off for the fucking next 10 years.
Oh yeah, me too. So I don't think it's as dumb bitch as they probably think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's more
This is mainstream dumb bitchery.
yeah.
This is mainstream
like
dumb
everyone's
bitchery.
done this at some point.
Everyone would do this
Yeah,
at some point.
Like with a number of things. I think you just see screws and you're like, well, that has to fucking help.
that has to, it
Yeah.
has to do something. Lefty
Exactly.
loosey, righty tighty.
Mm.
I think that's rude. I'm not loose at all. I have a lot of children, but don't let that fool you.
Yeah,
I'm tight as fuck a boy.
Yeah, but see, tidy fur never would have made sense.
Tidy fur, yeah. True. True.
So
True.
Lucy-Furr does make sense, but I get why you don't like it.
Loosey goosey. Love it.
So for the person that wrote in, I think you're fine.
You're safe.
You're safe.
It's-
You don't go into the dumb bitch hall of fame. If you want to, come up with something better.
I think they've sent more than one, so
Okay.
I think they might earn their place in the Dumb Bitch Hall of Fame. Not quite at the mark, but you'll get there.
My question is, I guess because they popped off, they were able to just pop them back in.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Mm.
But did they solve the problem?
That's a good question. Yeah, they didn't. I want more of a conclusion with this.
I shall follow that up.
Please
I'll
do.
be like, did you
Can you vacuum at the moment?
Can you vacuum?
Or do you just have a layer of dust?
You
everywhere?
just drag it behind you, scratching up the carpet. Perfect. So, before we do leave today, we are excited to say that we are coming back again next month with a second live show.
Woo! It went so well the first time, they want us back for a second.
So good. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
So that'll be on the 12th of September, 2024. That's exciting. Can't believe we're at September already.
Oh, please don't say that. Don't say it too loud.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. But like last time, we'll have Cards Against Humanity.
Yep.
It'll be super fun. It'll be super inappropriate. And if you have a story you'd love to come down and tell us, please do.
We'll again have little gifty things for people that come tell their stories, and then the best story gets a trophy.
A whole ass trophy.
A whole ass trophy.
A whole ass trophy. That's exciting. I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. They were all right last time. Filled the bar last time.
Yeah. It went well last time.
That's exciting.
And hopefully we'll have a bit of merch there. So if people want
we're looking into some merch if you want some dumb bitchery.
And if you have any ideas for merch, appropriate ideas, let us know.
Yeah.
We love ideas from other people.
We'll take any ideas into consideration. Here at Dumb Bitch HQ, we only have a few little ideas. So we'll see how that goes.
We feel our time with the podcast. We need people to help us with other parts.
We need someone to think for us. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yay! Excited. Another one in the can, I guess. We should just be loading these episodes up onto the rocket and launch it all into the sun and be done with it.
Yeah, no one needs to listen to this anymore.
Exciting. All right, before we do go, I'm just going to say, if you want to spice up your Google searches, Google a camel stomach. Bye.